Hey everybody, I'm Sin, and this is my story from burnt out to sunburnt. Um, I am leaving hustle culture completely. I am leaving 9 to 5s, draining customer service jobs, draining customer care jobs that are misaligned with me, misaligned for my energy. And I just want to tell you a little bit about my story and how I'm manifesting the best life ever, starting with this summer. So I've been burnt out for real. Ever since I've been in my 30s, I've worked 2 jobs, customer service jobs, supervisor positions. I've worked so many places, and I've been working since I was 18 years old. So I've been working for 14 years straight. Never maybe more than a week not having a job. And I just no longer felt like my life was mine. I felt like my life was beholden to company circumstances and other people. And when I look at what I want my life to be, that is not what I want my life to be. I want to be sunburnt and smiling. I am moving to a new place. I am moving to a new state. I am moving to a new life. And this is just kind of how I am manifesting my way with action, intention, and alignment out of this out of the system of being stuck, of the system of being a 9 to 5 slave. An example of misalignment is with my last retail job, which I recently quit in like the past month or so, or I guess early, whatever. I would get asked questions by customers, and they would have me go look in the back for something. I would go to the back and cry. I felt suffocated in the work I was doing. I felt suffocated, and it's like, this cannot be it. This is not my life. This is not what my life is going to be for the rest of it. Because I have a limited time on this planet to live my life the best that I can do. And I would not be suffocated in spaces and places that I am not aligned with. And so I eventually quit that job after the third or fourth time saying I was going to quit it. I started having dreams that it was Groundhog Day again. I just snapped. I snapped. I was done living the same life. I had a dream one time while there. It's like the third dream that was trying to get me to, like, God was telling me, you need to quit. I had like the third dream, and I was, I had said I was quitting, and I didn't do it, and I was stuck folding clothes for 12 years straight. That resignation was in. It was in. Um, and I just recently walked away from my safe job as well. And not because I have it all figured out, not because I have all the money, um, not because I have any sort of 3D resonance, but I know that I trust myself. I know that I trust myself to take care of myself. I don't have a job. There's no 5-year plan. I am faithful to God and faithful to the universe that by focusing on what I do want, I attract the opportunities, I attract the people, I attract the experiences that I want. I'm just going to give you a short little story. So, I really like Neville Goddard. I'm not about to bore you with all the things that you already know about him, but I've listened to the book Awaken Imagination about 4 times. And I remember about 3 weeks ago, a few weeks ago, I was so burnt out. I was so burnt out, and I still was working my safety job. And one day I just was like, I really just need a vacation. And so that night before bed, I took at least 5 minutes to visualize it. I sat on my bed, feeling the ocean, smelling the air, feeling the sand beneath my feet, hearing the waves. I just put myself on that beach. I just got back home 2 days ago from being at the beach. Literally the next day after my visualization, my mom was like, hey, do you want to go on vacation with us? Where are we going on vacation? Gulf Shores, Alabama. I love Gulf Shores. Um, it was amazing. It was amazing. Literally the day after I put myself in it, I get invited on vacation. I have other little stories. Like I remember a few weeks ago wanting my Starbucks card reloaded, and I was just like, I really want a new Starbucks card. And I was like, maybe I'll put some money on it. But I was like, eh. And then that evening when I was at work, my stepmom sent me $20 for Starbucks. She literally sent me a Starbucks gift card. It was amazing. So I just want to let you know these things are possible for you. There are so many other mini manifestations, but the vacation was one of the most recent ones because, I just got back from it. And when I tell you, the words you say, what you believe about your life has so much power over you. So I want to also tell you about some of the processes I'm doing manifesting my sabbatical. I'm crystal clear on what I want. You have to be clear on what you want. You have to feel what you want. You have to decide that this is what I want. And anything that is not of that does not exist to you anymore. Anything that is not of what you want no longer exists for you. Number 2, you have to be done with what you don't want. If you do not want it, it does not get to take up room in your brain. Yes, it might be some restructuring of systems in your mind, but that's okay. You're worth that. Number 3, you have to curate your mind like your life depends on it. You have to curate your mind like your life depends on it. You are a gallery. You are art. Your life is beautiful, beautiful art. And if you do not treat it that way, it gets to become what everybody else has. And if you want what everybody else has, that's fine. I don't think you're supposed to be watching this video. This is for the people who are done living by the rules that someone else gave us, the rules that people have done to keep us drained. Like working, trading your time for money is a big scam. It is a scam because they take your creativity, they take your energy, and by the time you get off work, you're just like, well, what the hell? And then number 4, you have to embody the version of you that already lives that life. What are their habits? What are her boundaries? What is her attitude? If you do not start embodying the version of you that has it, you will never have it. And then number 5, you have to look for evidence of alignment. You have to saturate your mind with evidence. You have to start saying like, oh yeah, duh. Oh yeah, I got that. But I find little things and then I just saturate my mind with evidence. I'll talk to ChatGPT and be like, make me some stories up. ChatGPT should be your friend in this situation. Even if the stories aren't real, an assumption, if persisted enough, hardens into fact. An assumption, if persisted enough, hardens into fact. That's by Neville Goddard. So what you assume becomes true for you. If I assume that I am healthy, I am healthy. And my body starts taking care of it immediately. And what you tell yourself is true. What you believe about yourself is true. So now we have to move from thinking it to embodying it, to feeling it, to believing it, because we live in a feelings universe. We don't live in just a thought. Because if I tell myself I'm a millionaire, but I believe I have to trade my time for money all the time, no, that's not how it works. You have to start embodying yourself. You have to start tapping into that version of you that has what you want. And if you tap into the version of you that has what you want, you become the version of you that has it. For that vacation, I had to put myself on that beach. I had to put myself on that beach before I had any evidence. I had to put myself on that beach before I had any evidence. And also how you talk to yourself. How you talk to yourself is so important. If you believe that only good things happen for you, only good things happen for you. You have to have the outlook that everything is working out in my favor before you even see something try to work out in your favor. You have to start seeing it in your mind, because your mind is a superpower. Your mind is a supercomputer. Your mind is your superpower. And if you want superpowers, you have to control your mind. You have to control your mind. You cannot let anything get past you. And also working towards a goal. And so here's an example of what I am pulling into my life, what my life is now. It is freedom, it is travel, it is peace, it is purpose. So that means that when I snapped in January, when I mentally snapped and said, I'm going on a sabbatical and I'm never returning to just clocking in, trading my time for money, that meant that I had to trust myself. I had to trust God enough to say, okay, here's what I need. Please bring me opportunities and resources. Bring me opportunities and resources to help facilitate that. And I'm not saying that everything is perfect and that in the meantime, some things won't be taken care of. But I am saying that I have to completely change my life. And your inner world is your outer world. So you have to curate who you are on the inside before any of this changes. And I just want to let you know that I manifested the space to take a sabbatical. I have everything working in my favor to take this sabbatical, and that you can change your life. You just have to get sick and tired enough of living a life that no longer aligns with you. You have to get sick and tired of living for others. You have to get sick and tired of being burnt out and stuck. You cannot be burnt out and stuck and get the best life that you were meant to live, the life that God wants you to live, the life that your higher self wants you to live. You cannot have that while being burnt, stuck, and overwhelmed. So what are you choosing for your life? Because I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm traveling while I'm young. I'm traveling while I'm young. I am seeing the world. I am seeing a full-fledged world. I'm not waiting till I'm 50 or 60. I'm not even waiting till my 40s. I'm seeing the world now because this is my life. And while I am young, I get to experience everything I want. Waiting for retirement is insane to me. It's insane to me. Why would I wait till my body doesn't feel as good? Why would I wait till my body's getting older? No, I'm doing this now. I'm doing this now while I'm hot, young, and can do anything. I'm also pulling this weight off of me. I already lost 70 pounds last year. I gotta lose at least another 70. I am doing this while I can, while I'm young, while I have my life ahead of me, because my life is going to be beautiful. Because guess what? I don't get a do-over. We don't get do-overs. So what you do, you make conscious, clear decisions. Decide what you want. Make it a strong decision. Write it out. Scream it to the universe. Scream it to God. Pray on it. Meditate on it. Fast on it. Because you are in charge of your choices. And if you don't live the life that you want, you never will. No one's coming to save you. Have a great night.